Good morning. Happy April 2nd. I hope you all survived April Fool's Day and didn't step on too many Legos or any other kind of crazy that went on in your house yesterday. We had a little bit of crazy, not as much as normal, which I thought yesterday was bound to be really bad around my house because we tend to really enjoy April Fool's Day, but yesterday was pretty low key. It was mainly my 9-year-old daughter pulling pranks on everybody all day. My husband and I may have pulled one, but it only worked on the younger two. Anyway, someday I'll have to tell you some April Fool's stories, like the year that we tricked our kids that our car had been stolen. That was a classic. Or the year that we put for sale signs in a bunch of our friends' front yards and the funny things that happened after that. Oh, we have some good times with April Fool's Day. But anyway, it's over, and here we are on April 2nd, and we're still in lockdown. This morning as I was reading my Bible, I just wanted to share with you something that God spoke to me. So in 1 Corinthians chapter 1, Paul is writing to the church at Corinth, and he says, "My brothers and sisters, some from Chloe's household have informed me that there are quarrels among you. What I mean is, one of you says, I follow Paul, I follow Apollos, and another, I follow Cephas, and still another, I follow Christ. Was Christ divided? Was Paul crucified for you? Were you baptized in the name of Paul?" And as I was reading those verses, I was thinking about our issue that all of us deal with, which is the issue of identity. Who am I? Who do I belong to? What am I a part of? What a blessing it is that most of you guys are a part of strong families where you know that you're a part of something. I remember when I got married, I remember thinking, I am now an Allen, and this is a great thing. I'm so thankful to be an Allen. I'm so thankful for the legacy of my mother and father-in-law and the honorable man that my husband is. I'm so grateful that my kids are growing up as Allens and they have that strong legacy behind them. It's a blessing. So if you have a strong family today, thank God for that. Beyond that, as you go throughout your life, and especially in the teenage years, it's difficult to come to grips with who you are. Things are changing, things are different. You take pride in the fact that you're different than people in your family and you want to become yourself. But it's at the same time, it's also interesting the way that teenagers tend to grab on to another person and struggle with being themselves. But right here in the scriptures, Paul is making it clear, I don't want you to just be like, you're a part of this group or you're a part of this group or I follow this dude or whatever. He's like, guys, under the gospel, we are all following Christ, period. It's not about being a Methodist or a Lutheran or a Baptist or a Pentecostal. Follow Christ. Follow him. He is the one worthy of our worship and worthy of being followed. So as you take this time during this quarantine to really seek the Lord, which I'm praying that you're doing, I pray that you will just look to him for your identity. Who are you? You are a child of God. He created you with unique gifts. Your skill set is completely unique to you, and you are the only one who can bring to this earth what God gifted you with. So seek the Lord, ask him to help you get your identity rooted and grounded in who he is and what he's created for you to be, which is completely different than everybody else. So as you're in this time of quarantine, and maybe you're not around your friends as much, maybe you're starting to realize how much you've taken on the identity of other people, or just a false sense of who you are. During this time, draw close to the Lord and let him show you whose you are. As the verses go on in chapter 1 there, Paul talks about the fact that he was called to preach the gospel, that was his calling. That was who God made him to be. Seek the Lord on that, guys. Ask God to show you what you were made to do, who you were made to be in him, and search the scriptures. Look for the things that are true for every believer across the board. And just as you seek him, ask him to help you discover what your gifts are and what you are designed uniquely to bring to this earth. So just want you guys to know I'm praying for you. I love you guys. And I hope that this is just an encouragement to you today. God bless you guys. Bye.